Jim Parsons made his stage debut as the Cola Cola Bird in a first-grade production of Kipling's The Elephant Child. Soon he would tell anyone who would listen that he wanted to be a movie star. But movie star was only a substitute term. He hadn't yet learned the word actor. Parsons earned an undergraduate degree in theater from the University of Houston. He would also have what he calls a muscular experience in theater as part of a troupe called the Infernal Bridegrooms. They performed in warehouses and parking lots, doing everything including setting up chairs for audiences that sometimes never came. Parsons took on roles that ranged from characters in the works of Samuel Beckett to Guys and Dolls. Even for all that broad theatrical exposure, Parsons never developed much love for Shakespeare. That worked against him when he applied to the prestigious Old Globe USD Master of Fine Arts in Dramatic Arts program. At his audition, Parsons told program director Rick Sear that he was interested in doing more than Shakespeare. Sear was concerned Parsons may not be right for a program so heavily focused on training for classical theater. But talent and potential prevailed. Parsons worked long and hard learning to turn what he calls the tangle of words into the musicality of the language. That training would serve him well later in his career. Turns out Hamlet and Othello have more in common than you might think, with a brilliant, socially unaware physicist in modern-day Pasadena.
Hi, I'm Jim Parsons. You may know me as Dr. Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. But long before that, I was a Master of Fine Arts student at the University of San Diego.
The soliloquies of Dr. Sheldon Cooper quickly became part of the fabric of The Big Bang Theory.
Really? Are you familiar with the Drake equation?
The one that estimates the odds of making contact with extraterrestrials by calculating the product of an increasingly restrictive series of fractional values, such as those stars with planets, and those planets likely to develop life. N equals R times FP times NE times FL times FI times FC times L.
Yeah, that one.
The Sheldon character is associated with many recurring comedic elements in The Big Bang Theory.
You're in my spot. She's in my spot. Don't look at me like that. Everybody knows that's my spot.
Penny! Penny! Penny!
You do realize I stand on the other side of the door waiting for you to finish knocking 3 times.
And as with the Infernal Bridegrooms and the Old Globe USD Master of Fine Arts program, with The Big Bang Theory, Jim Parsons is part of a brilliant ensemble. Sheldon has also joined a special sitcom character gallery. He has his own catchphrase.
A, I rarely kid, and B, when I do kid, you will know it by my use of the word bazinga. Bazinga! Bazinga!
That's poison for some actors.
Bazinga!
Not for Jim Parsons. Secure in his own talent, he readily, gratefully acknowledges that Big Bang has changed the trajectory of his life. He says nothing about Sheldon or Big Bang will ever leave him, but Bazinga and Sheldon Spot rest with Sheldon, not Jim Parsons. It was, after all, Jim Parsons, not Sheldon Cooper, who drew rave reviews and standing ovations on Broadway, starring as Elwood P. Dowd in Harvey. And it is Jim Parsons, not Sheldon Cooper, who is back on Broadway opening in Act of God this summer. Parsons doesn't fit the star stereotype. He prefers reading to clubbing. The place to be, for him, is at home. Hollywood Boulevard says he's a star. So do 4 Emmy Awards, a Golden Globe, and The Big Bang Theory's stratospheric ratings. But the best way to measure Jim Parsons' success doesn't come from those authorities. It comes from a first grader who knew what he wanted to do when he grew up, but hadn't yet learned the word to describe it. Jim Parsons is an actor.